Hi, I'm Roger Wakefield.
And I'm Julie Wakefield.
And in this video, we're going to teach you how to network. Actually, in this video, we're going to teach you the things that you need to know to network online. Now that 2021 is here, we're still in the middle of online networking.
Right. You could actually call this business etiquette networking for virtual networks.
Oh, if this is business, I need to get out of here.
Or etiquette. I think the word etiquette gets
scares
you.
the heck out of me.
Right. So, you only get 3 to 5 seconds to make a good impression on somebody. And when you're in front of a camera, that impression is even more difficult to make. So there are a few tips here that we are going to give you that will help you make a good impression while you're on an online meeting.
And one is one that I really realize all the time. I'm in so many Zoom meetings now, and you see so many people. Look at the background. What does it look like behind them? Have they actually taken time to either have a nice background, have a green screen background, or do they just have stuff scattered all along the walls, the shelves, the kitchen counter? I've actually seen that too.
Right. We have seen people with boxes piled up behind them and papers. It looks like they're so scattered. We've also seen people laying back on their couch, like they're just, like we're interrupting their day. Like maybe they're watching TV. They don't look like they're really into the meeting.
One of the funniest ones I saw, I kid you not, I think the guy was in a hotel bed with an orange wall behind him, and you're just looking at him, it's like, man. And he was in a weekly meeting, and it was always like that same thing. Really want to present a professional image, even if you are doing a virtual meeting.
When we first went home, last March, we went home from the office. I actually had my daughter get on a Zoom call and help me decorate the shelves behind me for online meetings because I knew that was the way I was going to be connecting with the world. So she helped me put this color here, group these things here, go get a plant here. Take the time to get some help. Make that background nice.
Now I know where all my stuff went.
If you use a virtual background, make sure that you don't disappear into it. There's a difference in those virtual backgrounds. Make sure that when you move, you don't just disappear because sometimes that can be distracting as well.
Think about the colors you're wearing. If you wear green or blue, you could actually get mixed into the virtual background. Another big one is know when the camera's on, know when the camera's off. If the camera's on and somebody else is talking and you're sitting here digging in your nose, people see that. It's an important thing that even if you just get up to go to the bathroom, turn your camera off for just a second.
Right.
And actually, if you go into your settings, you can save a picture so people still see a picture of you. Or if not, they at least get to see your name, but they're not watching you get up and walk away, open bathroom doors, whatever may be in your camera view. That's something really good to think about.
Yeah, just like you would if you were in a meeting. If you had to take a call or step away, you would say, excuse me, and then you would walk away. Make sure your camera is off when you are not at that meeting. But I think even more importantly, Roger, keep your camera on. If you are there, if you're sitting there and participating, be present in the meeting. Be present. Keep that camera on. You don't want to talk to just a picture. So make sure that you are there. We're connecting virtually. They want to see your face.
And that's funny because I do a Zoom meeting just like I do a meeting. I shut my door. I turn on my lights. I get everything set right because I hate it when I'm in a meeting with somebody and you look at them and they're literally turning and talking to the person in the room with them. And the whole time they're talking, you're not listening to me. You've got me turned down, whatever it is. If you're in the room, I love the way you put it. Be present.
So when the camera is on, your next tip is to be still. When I was a kid in church, my mom used to write notes to me, be still, because I was always fidgeting. When you're fidgeting on camera, it's distracting, not only to the speaker, but to everyone in the meeting because they can see you. So make sure you're not eating. Make sure that you're looking at the camera. Make sure that you are in the moment, that you're not just drinking coffee, you're eating breakfast, or you're talking to somebody in the room. Be still.
And don't get me wrong, I've been in meetings where they say, hey, look, grab your lunch, come back, we're going to talk. That's one thing. Everybody's eating, that's fine. We completely understand that.
It's a lunch break.
You bet.
Yeah.
But when it's 10 o'clock in the morning, you're starving, and you're sitting here eating a bowl of cereal, and you got milk running down your chin, in a Zoom meeting or in a online meeting is probably not the best place for that.
One other thing about being still is make sure you're not trying to multitask while you're in a meeting. Don't be trying to text. Don't be trying to answer emails. People can see that. So you want to make sure You want to make sure that you are in that meeting. And when you're on camera, it is so distracting for you to try to do anything else.
And another big one, and this is, you got to remember, guys, I'm a plumber. You still need to dress appropriately. I wouldn't come in just a raggy old t-shirt or a dirty one, or maybe one that I just crawled out of our house. It's all wrinkled up. Dress appropriately. Whether I'm going networking at an event or whether I'm going on networking online, I want to make sure I've got on a nice shirt. It's clean, it's buttoned up, it's starched, whatever may need to be, I look professional. Whether I'm meeting somebody online or at a real event, you want to make sure you're giving them your very best image, and you want to make sure you dress right.
Exactly, because what's the first thing we use to judge people?
It's our looks.
It's your appearance. And if you can't even get dressed for a meeting, how are they going to give you business, or how are they going to refer business to you? You've got to look the part. And that includes, ladies, doing your hair and makeup, even for a Zoom meeting. And I've even heard people say, I put perfume on before I go to a Zoom meeting. You don't have to do that, but you do have to make sure that you look good on that camera, not like you just got out of bed or walked out of the workout room.
And man, I tell you, look, I spent 30 minutes styling my hair before the video today, and this is something you need to do every time you get on camera. Stop and look in the mirror, make sure your hair looks as good as mine.
Oh, he spent 30 minutes on that mustache. The last thing we want to talk about today is participate in the meeting. Come prepared. Know what you're going to say. Leave comments in the chat. Make sure you're adding value to that meeting. Make sure you leave your contact information in the chat, because that's how we're going to exchange business cards on a virtual meeting. And make sure that you are ready and prepared. That is the most important thing that you can do to let people know that you are a professional.
And I love that she says, be present, be there, be prepared for the meeting. I used to go to a lot of meetings in construction, and you look around the room at the end of it, and there's so many people there that never said a word. And I thought, why do y'all even come to this meeting?
Right.
You know, be there, be part of the team. And to me, whether you're virtual or whether you're in a real networking meeting in real life, be present, be there for other people, and always think about it in a networking meeting. What can I do for other people? Because if you can bring value to them, it's definitely going to bring value to you. If you've been in an online meeting, a virtual meeting, and somebody has done something that really just blew your mind, surprised you, or completely distracted you, do me a favor, leave a comment down below and let us know. What is it that you think about virtual meetings that other people may need to work on?
So I'm Julie Wakefield.
And I'm Roger Wakefield.
And we'll see you in the next video if we don't see you at a networking event.